Students, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss a small concept from sexual reproduction in flowering plants. The concept is megasporogenesis. What is meant by megasporogenesis, or how can we define megasporogenesis? The definition is the process of formation of megaspores from the megaspore mother cell is called megasporogenesis. Let's see the process of megasporogenesis. In the beginning of megasporogenesis, nucellus develops from the placenta in the form of a small rounded outgrowth like structure. It is clear, nucellus develops from placenta. Placenta is a parenchymatous cushion-like structure in the inner wall of ovary is called placenta. At early stage of megasporogenesis, all the cells of nucellus are undifferentiated, homologous, and meristematic. This mass of undifferentiated, homologous, and meristematic cells surrounded by single cell thick layer of epidermis. Any one hypodermal cell of nucellus is differentiated and increase in size. What does hypodermal cell mean? Hypodermal cell means which is present beneath the epidermis of the nucellus. So many hypodermal cells are present beneath the epidermis. From that cells, any one of hypodermal cell differentiates and increase in size, and it becomes differ from rest of the hypodermal cells due to presence of distinct nucleus. Such cell is called archisporial cell. This archisporial cell divides periclinally transversely to form outer primary parietal cell, inner primary sporogenous cell. The activity of primary parietal cell depends on type of plants. Primary parietal cells are formed outside the archisporial cell. So if the plant belongs to gamopetalous, that means petals are fused, in those plants primary parietal cells forms tenunucellate type of ovule. Tenunucellate ovule, nothing but the ovule consists a simple nucellus with a single layer. If plant belongs to polypetalous, in those plants petals are free. In such plants, primary parietal cell forms quasi-nucellate type of ovule, which means a mass of nucellus formed in the ovule. The primary sporogenous cell directly act as a megaspore mother cell. Let's see this description in a small flow chart. Archisporial cells which are undergo periclinal division. So when it undergo periclinal division, it forms outside primary parietal cells. These primary parietal cells further divide to form a nucellus which is depending on type of plant. If plant is gamopetalous, it forms tenunucellate ovule. If plants are polypetalous, it forms crassinucellate ovule. The archisporial cells during periclinal division towards inside it forms primary sporogenous cells. These primary sporogenous cells form megaspore mother cell. A megaspore mother cell is a large diploid cell, that means 2n condition. It undergo meiosis division to form 4 haploid megaspores. Let's see the diagram. So it is a megaspore mother cell in a ovule. Ovule having two ends, micropyle end and chalagial end. Chalagial end means base of ovule. Micropyle is an opening leave by two integuments. And this megaspore mother cell undergo meiosis 1 to form two cells. They are called megaspore dyad, which means two cells are formed. These two cells undergo meiosis 2 division to form total 4 haploid cells. They are called megaspore tetrad. The 4 haploid megaspores arranged in linear tetrad. Let's see again. Megaspore mother cell undergo meiosis 1 to form two cells that we are called as megaspore dyad, and these two cells undergo meiosis 2 to form 4 haploid megaspores. These 4 cells are arranged linearly, linear tetrad. So micropyle end and chalagial end. This in these 4 megaspore cells, 3 cells are degenerate towards the micropyle end. So out of 4, the 3 megaspores which are present towards the micropyle are degenerate, and the megaspore which is present towards the chalaja is become functional, and it grow and develop as fully developed megaspore. So same points we are given in description. The megaspore lie towards present towards chalaja is functional, and other 3 megaspores which are present towards micropyle end are degenerate. The functional megaspore lie towards chalaja produces female gametophyte or embryo sac. Let's see a brief description of entire process in a small flowchart. Megaspore mother cell, it is in 2n condition, that means diploid, and this megaspore mother cell undergo meiosis division to form 4 haploid megaspores. All these 4 haploid megaspores arranged in a linear tetrad. In this linear tetrad, 3 cells which are present towards the micropyle end are degenerate. 3 are degenerate, and remaining 1 megaspore present towards the chalagial end become functional, and this functional megaspore develops into embryo sac or female gametophyte. Thank you. We will discuss one more concept in the next part.